Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trenopole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats and Bengals. Now this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, if you found the show, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, hit that like and subscribe. I am up to 695 subscribers. That is awesome. Try to keep it rolling. About five away from 700. All right, now Jeremy Dean was on the show with me. We're having some internet issues. So hopefully, Jeremy, if you're watching, try it again. Let's see if we can get this going here. See if we can have some conversations or not. But, you know, he's down there in Alabama, and sometimes the internet doesn't want to work. So anyway, let's get into today's show. What's up, guys? Everybody in chat row. All right. The Bengals, I got this from Bengals.com. The Bengals travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Squealers this Sunday. Now, Cincinnati is coming off its bye week, but will be looking to carry the momentum of its impressive win over the Titans. Zach Taylor said this after the game. For our guys in the locker room, this is the expectation. He said this after the game for the Titans. We earned this, and we needed it, especially going into the bye week. These players have done everything I've asked them to do. The reward to this point hasn't been in the win column, but to say anybody is shocked would be untrue because we know we've been capable of this all along. So you got that going on. Trevor Bauer hopefully will be the Reds' first ever Cy Young Award winner this week. We'll find out tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't think he's ever going to be a Red uniform again, but we'll see. Carl, what's up, brother? How you guys doing? Got some of the same usual suspects. Tony, what's up? Hey, my wife tells me I'm looking good. I like that. Landon, what's up? What's up? Who day, brother? Who day? And we got Facebook user. How was your day? My day was good so far. How was yours? Do me a favor, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe and comment on the chat there. And when you comment there, your name pops up and I'll know who you are instead of Facebook user. So feed Mixon, Carl says. Yeah, I'm assuming Mixon's going to play. Will be 3 weeks in a row off. So I would assume Mixon will be playing. So that would be a good thing, but we also got to figure out the offensive line situation. All right, my boy Jeremy Dean is back. What's up, Jeremy? How's the internet situation?
Is it better?
Hopefully it's better.
So far?
Not that much, but we'll try. So far, we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Still no sound, huh?
Well, I got but it's your pause. To me, you are. I don't know about everybody else there. I'm having a hard time hearing them, but if you guys can hear them, let's keep rolling. You know. But did you Sam Hubbard cleared to practice for the Bengals? So he possibly could be coming back. He's off the reserve list. He's been on there since October 15th. Now, did you know it starts a 21-day period where he can practice with the team, and at any point he can join the team? That could be a good thing going into this week, Steelers.
Yeah, no doubt. I think so. I mean, are you still having trouble hearing me? You still having trouble hearing me? Okay, I'm gonna have to back out, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. I don't know. Yep. Ain't gonna happen today. I don't know with that. Stupid internet. But that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, Jeremy. So you guys just got me today. So, all right, here. Who we got here? Tony. Jeremy's here. Well, Jeremy left, Tony. he nobody could hear him. I don't know if you guys could hear him, but I couldn't hear him. Let's see here. Luke said I heard him, but he did get choppy. from both of you once he came on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We're trying to get him on for the show, and that's the way he sounded to me. So now Jen said my wife said we're both fine, but I can't hear him. She said we both sounded fine. So I don't know. Well, it's kind of hard to have a conversation when the guy you're talking to, you can't hear him. So, so it might just be me today. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, Sam Hubbard cleared practice. And let's say Hubbard has been on the injured reserve list since October 15th with an elbow injury that he suffered against the Ratbirds. Today starts a 21-day period during which Hubbard can practice with the team without counting against a 53-man active roster. He is eligible to be activated to the roster at any time during that period. So that's very good. I mean, hopefully, like I said, hopefully he'll get back and be able to play Sunday, because that would help out a lot. Okay, we need a pass rush against the Steelers, and Ben doesn't move that good anymore. If he's playing, there are reports from ESPN that Big Dork Roethlisberger, that's what I call him, Big Dork, is among 4 Pittsburgh Squealers added to the COVID-19 reserve list. Although Big Dork Roethlisberger was placed on the COVID reserve list Tuesday, the Squealers are optimistic their QB will be available for Sunday's game against the Bengals. So we'll see what happens. I kind of hope he actually plays and we beat him there, but we'll see what's going on. All right, got some questions here. Griff, what's up? With the AP college basketball rankings coming out, do you think of UC not getting any love with a strong recruiting class? Well, I have not said anything about the basketball team, because I don't know if it's a strong recruiting class when you consider what your team has, the Go Big Blue Kentucky guys, So it's a good recruiting class. If it's going to be in the top 25, I don't know. We'll find out, because this will be Brandon's first real class. But if you really want to know an expert's opinion on it, a week from today, I'll be having Bearcat legend and member of the Final Four team and the Bearcat broadcaster, Terry Nelson himself, will be on the show with me. Hopefully his internet will work better than Jeremy's did, so we can have some conversations. So Terry Nelson will be much better at telling you about the recruiting class and how, which you guys always make fun of me because I'm a UC fan and you're a Kentucky fan. So anyway. All right, Luke. All right. Seems like we're getting healthy at the right time. Happy to be getting Hubbard and Mixon back against the Squealers. Yeah, exactly. And somebody said earlier, you got to feed Mixon. So, yeah, that's going to be a big key. But again, it all hinges on the offensive line. And I've said that a million times. But hopefully we are getting healthy. And, look, I hope the Steelers are healthy and we beat them at their best. I would rather that than him being on the COVID, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Dennis, hey, Strawberry, if you get in the followers, you can roll the world. I'll be your running mate. All right. Sounds good, Dennis. I need lots of running mates. All right. Luke, he's just a close Yeah. He's not. Yeah. He's just in contact. He's not positive. Yeah. Talk about Big Dork Roethlisberger. Yeah. So most likely he's going to play. The bigger issue is he did injure his knees. So we'll see. We'll see how he moves. And that's where getting Hubbard back, as long as he can get pressure on him. Like, look, Roethlisberger is like any other quarterback in the NFL. You get pressure on him, he's not going to be as good. So hopefully with Lawson, and Lawson won't jump off sides on third down or line up off sides on third down this week. That would be great. And Hubbard on the other side, hopefully get these guys going. We got Gino and Mike Daniels coming up the middle. Could be good. Like I said, I'm still worried about the offensive line. I'm really hoping Serafia can come back. I haven't heard if he's going to be back, because he was eligible after the bye week. So we'll see what's going on. But I will feel more confident when I get more information about the offensive line. Dallas, what's up, buddy? Houday, let's go. This week should be interesting. But hey, we have Sam Hubbard back. Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing. We're like Luke said, we're getting healthy. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Jonah Williams and Trey are back. I don't know about Bobby Hart. I haven't heard anything about him. And Fred Johnson, like I said, he is on the COVID list for us. I don't know if he's got it or he just tested positive. I don't know about that. So Zach said yesterday they got to be 10 days away from the team before they can come back. So depending on when they got it, because they got it in the off week. So hopefully they'll all be back and we have a cohesive offensive line and we take it to the Squealers. Seth, I think you're new to my show. I never seen your name before. Anyway, maybe you watched the show, you just haven't commented. But all right, welcome to the show. I hope Ben plays. Looks better for us when we win. Yeah, exactly. Leave them zero excuses. Right. That's I agree with you, Seth. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if we're going to play them and we're going to beat them, which I'm telling you, if that offensive line can hold, we got a very good chance of beating them because Joe Burrow is really starting to rip it up, and the wide receivers are really starting to know where he wants to go. The one I'm worried about is the running game, Mixon. You got to get him going. This will be 3 weeks, that he was off. Missed the last 2, and then we're off last week. So you got Mixon back. So hopefully the offensive line can blow some holes open. If we get Mixon going and we got Gio going, which I don't want them to forget about Gio. Gio had 2 really good games for the Bengals. I don't want them to forget about Gio. They need to keep him involved in the offense and not just solely rely on Mixon. I mean, I love Mixon. Feed Mixon. Feed him, but don't forget about Gio. So there's got to be kind of a balance there, I think. Here we go. Get low. What's up, get low? Hey. Welcome to the show, brother. All right, we got Carl. Do you think if we win out, we can get the wild card? Well, we're going to have to. We are going to have to win every single game to have a shot at that. I mean, it depends on what, other teams do in the AFC. But so I don't think it's realistic. I would be glad to be wrong, and I'm the most optimistic Bengal fan there is. At least I try to be. But I do try to be realistic, though, sometimes. You got to play the Squealers twice, and you got to play the Ratbirds again. Those 3 games, I think, are going to be really hard to win. The other games, I think we can win. But I'm just not sure about those. That's why I can't wait to get to Sunday. I can't wait to find out how this offensive line does. I can't wait. I want to see if they can perform, or I should say, learn from their mistakes against the Ratbirds. Because the Squealers, they're almost the same team. I know Lamar Jackson's a totally different quarterback, but defensive schemes and everything, they're basically the same thing. So you're going to see it 2 more times, 3 more times. Joe's going to see it 3 more times this year. So that's what I'm really, really interested in seeing is how they respond after, pretty much just getting beat down by the Ratbirds last time. All right, Dallas. We'll hear more when those guys who are on the COVID list and stuff later this week. LOL. Zach is being pretty shady and wasn't saying anything. Yeah, he wasn't. I noticed that too, Dallas. He wasn't giving any information about it. So I don't know what that means. Take it for what it's worth. I mean, he just being shady about it, or there's more to it, or I don't know. I mean, that's a whole Bill Belichick, we're not, you don't say anything, kind of deal, which almost all NFL coaches try to do anymore. So I think that has something to do with it. But I did find that kind of weird that, he really was just real short, because usually Zach did a pretty good interview. I mean, he's way better than Marvin. Marvin would be nervous and laughing and act like he's completely annoyed and don't want to be up there. Zach, for most part, tries to answer the questions the best he can. So that was kind of interesting, the way he answered that. Get low, Super Bowl week, preparing for the Super Bowl Sunday. Who day? Yeah, dude. If we win this. Now, the thing is, if the Bengals win this, and we're all like, it's our Super Bowl, they got to continue what they're doing the rest of the year. You can't get all hyped up and all excited for one game and then think you fixed everything. You got to keep, if you win Sunday, you got to keep doing what you were doing, to help roll on into the season. So, but I mean, they win this could change the second half of this season. Because like I said, how many times have we said that? How many games have we been in this year? All of them except for one. That's it. We've been in every freaking game. There have been so many games that we make a play here or there, we win. And it could have been totally different. So, okay, hold on a second. You guys are blowing me up now. See, this is why I like having Jeremy on here, because then he can talk and then I can try to figure out the questions next. All right, Matt, under over 1.5 players get ejected from Sunday's game. I don't know. See, the thing is, it's not like it was back in 2015 and stuff. It's not the same players. Like, you don't have Pac-Man there for us. We don't have Perfect anymore. So, I mean, it's not the same. I won't say, it's not really the same intensity. For us, for the Bengals, it will be. It might not be for the Squares because they beat us every time since 2015. So, we'll see. But I do. That was funny. We'll see what happens. All right, Facebook user. Defense just has to make plays. Our offense can do the part. The D has to show up. Yeah. And that's where when if Hubbard can play, which I'm not saying he's going to, we'll find out, they might not make a decision on until game time because they got 21 days to say yay or nay if he's playing. And just to be sneaky, to the Steelers, they might not, why would you tell them now that Hubbard's going to play? You can wait till, game day and tell them. So I think biggest thing you get Lawson and Hubbard coming off the edges and getting some pressure. You get, like I said this a million times, you get pressure on that quarterback, it makes your secondary way better. Way better. All right. Dallas. Jeff bench Mixon. LOL. Gio has been way too good these last two. Yeah, exactly. If you guys are new to the show, we had we did a whole show on one day that somebody on some other Bengals group. Now I run or help run Bengals Nation, and it wasn't on our group, but somebody mentioned the way Gio's playing, we might as well make him the number one running back and bench Mixon when he comes back. And I'm like, what? And they were serious. I'm like, okay. So yeah, Dallas likes bringing that up every once in a while. It's a hilarious. But the thing is, that's the way some Cincinnati fans are. Oh, this guy's doing much better because the backup quarterback's always better than the starting quarterback. Whatever. Get out of here with that stuff. I mean, that made no sense. Robert, like you said on yesterday's show, he's not scaring anybody hiding who's starting on the offensive line. Yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah, the thing is, I don't think Zach is trying to hide. I don't think he knows. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think he knows who's going to start. That's that's where he's at. On that, I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows. I don't know. I haven't heard any update on Bobby Hart. Haven't heard any update on Seraphilia, Hopkins, or Jonah Williams. I haven't heard anything. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know. I've been scouring the internet, Bengals.com and all this, and I haven't found anything. So I know Spain is healthy. I know Finn that we got from Seattle and Billy Price. Those are the ones I know that can play. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Let's play Ross when they punt the ball. We've said that before a couple times on the show to try Ross as a punt returner. Honestly, I would like him to do it and see what happens. But I think that ship has sailed with him and Zach and everybody. I just think it's done. And if they could trade him, they would. But I do agree with you. I've never understood why they've never tried to put Ross back there, punt return, and see what happens. Couldn't hurt. All right. Seth, how often do you go live? I am new here, and I'm going to start watching. Awesome, Seth. I go live every day at 5:30. And then Jeremy, who was on the show with me at the beginning, who I was having internet connection with apparently you guys could hear him, but I couldn't hear him. So I don't know what was up with that. But anyway, we do a Bengals show. We do a Bengals show with me and Jeremy. Jeremy comes on the show a lot with me during the week, but a Bengals show we do Monday and Friday. Monday the day after and Friday the day before, or 2 days, whatever. A pre-show and a post-game show on Mondays and Fridays. So those are your Bengals shows, and then I'm on here almost every day. Like tomorrow, just to let you guys know, I might not be on tomorrow. I have a death in the family, and I got a funeral to go to tomorrow. So I don't know if I will be on tomorrow or not. Just depends on, first of all, one, how long the funeral is and how long we stay. And then I got to find out what to talk about. And, so I might not be on tomorrow. We'll have to find out. So, there we go. Facebook user. Burrow will throw for over 300 yards against the Steelers. Hey, dude, look, if like I said a million times, if that offensive line holds up, yeah, because the 5th string quarterback or 3rd string quarterback or whoever it was for the Cowboys, that dude was slinging it the other day. So yeah, he's Joe freaking Burrow will kill him if he's got time. That is what we got to talk about. Gio is underrated. Oh yeah, there you go, Carl. That goes back to our show. Or no, was that Monday or that Friday? That was yesterday, I think. What was today? I don't remember. Yeah, that was one of our Bengals shows. We did overrated, underrated. And Gio, yes, I think Gio is definitely underrated, but I don't think Gio should start over Mixon. So I do think they need to use him, and I think he's proven his here the last couple of weeks and what he can do when he's being used right in the offense. That's what I want them to do with him. Oops. Is it? Oh, there you go. All right, Dallas, they will probably release more information with the injuries and stuff tomorrow, I believe. Yeah. They're more and more, the closer we get to the game, we'll get more and more information. Okay. Brian Cox. Wow. Are you the football player, Brian Cox? I think you're new. Welcome to the show. Are they expanding the playoffs to add more teams to each conference this year? I know they were talking about doing something like that because of the COVID-19 and teams not being, not being able to play or whatever. I think they're talking about that, but I haven't heard anything of them doing that. I kind of doubt they will because it's the NFL. They already let a ton of teams in, and you're either going to make it or you're not. And a lot of teams make it already. So, actually, are you talking? Actually, hold on, Brent. Are you talking about the NFL or are you talking about NCAA? Because actually, I started talking about, because I was talking about the Bengals, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Expanding play, yeah. Clarify. You talking about NFL or you're talking about the NCAA? Titus, why did the Bengals ain't address the pass rusher in free agency? Well, that's a good question. My answer to that is they had so many holes to fill. There's only so much money to go around, and you got to be smart with your money. And I think they were pretty daggone smart, and they kind of did with DJ Reader, and he's not an outside rusher. But, at the time, we had Carlos Dunlap, and we still thought he was going to be the pass rusher, and he decided he didn't want to play for us this year, so we really didn't need one. We had him, we had Lawson, and we had Hubbard. The pass rusher really wasn't a focal point on the defense. The focal point on the defense was more of run stopping and basically the secondary, just getting guys who can tackle. Because I don't know if you guys remember, 2 years ago, Marvin's second to last year, or 3 years ago now, we had a historically bad defense. And how many times did we see guys in open space just running over Bengals because they can't tackle? They couldn't tackle for anything. So I do think they will address it in the offseason, but going into this year, that really wasn't one of the problems. So, Tony, Ross still has to be able to catch the ball to be a punt returner. Yeah, that would help too. So, Ross drives me nuts. I've said this on the show. He'll make some great catches, and then some other ones he's just like, "Oh, am I supposed to still be running? Yeah, run." Anyway, Ross will probably go somewhere and be great, but it just ain't gonna happen here. Yep. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Robert. Yep. Thank you very much. All right, let's see here. Get low. I just like saying that every time you come on, get low. We have already seen Joey Bosa and the crew, Myles Garrett and the crew, Barnett and the crew from Philly. Don't worry about Watt and the crew from the Squealers. True. The funny thing is, Myles Garrett did give us some problems. he had that strip sack against Jonah. So Myles Garrett did do something against us. He was pretty much the only one, I think, on the Browns that did anything. But yeah, like I said, I will. Like I said, once I find out more about who's going to be in the offensive line, I'll feel a lot more confident, and I get to talk more because I don't really know what they're going to do. All right, Seth, do you think the Steelers will try to purposely target and injure Burrow like they did with Palmer, Peyton Manning in the past? I hope not. I can't say for sure because, well, I'm not on their team, so I don't know. But that's why another big reason, Seth, that to me they've got to this offensive line, no matter what, win, lose, draw, which I hate ties, no matter what, they have got to play good and keep Joe Burrow upright, like they did last week against the Titans, or 2 weeks ago against the Titans. So, we'll find out. I mean, I'll be severely pissed off as they take Burrow out. I might drive to Pittsburgh and try to go kick their ass myself, but I'll probably lose. I'm just a fat old 45-year-old guy. Yep. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. I wasn't saying that to get sympathy. I'm just telling you guys I might not be on tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Titus, what do you got here? Do you think the Cincinnati Bengals should get their first pick of the draft an edge rusher or the best edge rusher in college? To me, edge rusher is pretty far down on the list. To me, is offensive line. You got to fix that. Offensive and defensive line. You got to fix it, which would be edge rusher. My first choice would be a right tackle. That would be the first choice. But everybody keeps talking about the kid from Oregon. Now, if we win a lot of games here at the end of the season, we might not draft high enough to get that guy. So, to me, at that point, you draft the best player available. So, I mean, you could get a speed wide receiver, you can get another cornerback, you can get an edge rusher. I mean, there's a lot of options you could do. So, it just depends on where we draft and what's going on. Because I mean, Hubbard and Lawson, I still think can be good pass rushers. And you got Hunt too, who's come back and played pretty good. Now Hunt is also, I think, on the COVID list, so I don't know if he's going to play. But Hunt's been a decent player for us. I know he's on the 2 games back, but that's another guy that could be potential pass rusher for us. So, all right, that's a good question for Bingo Jim. What's up, Jim? So, Jim, who do you think they should draft in the first round? You know, you think it should be an edge rusher, a cornerback, a wide receiver, an offensive lineman? What do you think? People keep asking me, I'm like, depends. To me, it depends on what happens. We're not there yet. It's November. So, I like your point, Dallas, but contact or no, if he hurts us, he hurts us. What? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I missed Dallas's. Sorry. They still should use Ross. I mean, he's still under contract. Yeah. But the thing is, yeah, like I kind of agree with Tony. He hasn't done anything to make it work. I mean, who are you going to take out? Tate had a really good game last week. Michael Thomas, he's had not every game, but he's at least shown up, 3 out of the 6 games or whatever we played. I mean, he's had some good games. Ross I don't think there's any room for him right now. I mean, you got AJ finally starting to play like AJ. I mean, there's no room for Ross, if you ask my opinion. I mean, he's had 4 years, 5 years almost to try to do something. And he hasn't. So we'll see. What are you saying, Jim? Trevor Lawrence. All right, I know that's a joke. I know you're kidding because I know you're a big Joe Burrow fan as I am. So I know that's a joke. All right, Tony, get low. Or as I say, get. Love the name. 2 windows to the walls, buddy. All right, here we go. Jimmy. Too early to say in the draft. That's what I was saying. I'll start discussing or digging into that. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I had a lot of people ask you about the draft. I'm like, it's November, man. I don't know. It depends. We got a whole half a season to go. College football still got to finish. I mean, they're playing into December now, so I don't really start figuring that stuff out until, well, last couple of years when the Bengals aren't in the playoffs. That's when I start trying to figure it out. So it's been closer to the December before I even talk about the draft like intelligently, because I haven't even looked. Because everybody keeps talking about this offensive lineman for Oregon. I never heard of the guy, and apparently not. I was going to watch him when Oregon played, but he's not playing, so I can't even tell you anything about him. And there's no tape on it because nobody's discussing the draft. All right. Tez, have you heard anything about the Cincinnati Bengals new jerseys next year? I have heard nothing about any new jerseys next year. I think they, from what I know, actually, Jimmy, if you're still out there, you can talk about this more than I can, because I think Jim was telling me they got to put the order in, I think 2 years before, saying we want to change our jerseys, and nobody's that I know of, the Bengals haven't done that yet. So I know everybody keeps making these mock jerseys up and everything, but I haven't heard anything about new jerseys or anything. So we'll see. Let's see here. Dallas, what's up? Hey guys, screw the draft. We're winning. Out getting into the playoffs. Yeah, there you go, Dallas. So talking about, baby. Some optimism. I'm optimistic to a point. We're going to win. I think we can win the rest of the games. I'm not sure about the Squealers and the Ratbirds. Other than that, I think we can win. All right. Let's see here. Tony, you're up next, sir, on the Strawberry Ice Show. Ross was a bust. Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. I don't think there's a question that Ross is a bust. Facebook user Seth Tampelin, local TV station. Google for your town. Is that your name? I don't know. I'm kind of confused what you said there, Seth. If that's your name, Seth. Local TV station. Google for your town. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about there. So please explain. Let's see here. Jeremy Dane. It's a rumor, I believe. About the jerseys. Is that what you're talking about, Jeremy? I think that's what he's talking about. He's heard. Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Is a Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, people said they could hear you. So, I mean, well, I'll put it this way. My wife said she could hear us. And other people said it was choppy. So, I don't know. Anyway, I kind of talk about this beginning of the show. Try to do a little bit of Reds conversation. But tomorrow could be a very historic day for the Reds when Trevor Bauer hopefully wins the Cy Young Award. He should win it. I mean, I don't think you can argue with his numbers. But if he does, it'll be the very first time in Reds history, who the Reds are the oldest team in Major League Baseball. They've never had a Cy Young Award winner. So it'll be a very interesting and fun. I hope he wins. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to sign him again. I would love to, but I don't think that's going to happen because, unfortunately, Trevor Bauer is going to get a lot of money. So that's coming out tomorrow. I don't know what time. I think it's later on in the afternoon. I should look that part up, but I don't remember. Now, I want to get to my Bearcats here because I am on Bearcat country, and they are the number 7 ranked team in college football, which this should be at least 6. But like I said, I've said this many times. I think they go undefeated. I don't think we're getting into the college football playoffs because we are in the AAC. If we were in the ACC and we were undefeated, completely different topic. If we're in the ACC and undefeated, we're top 2 or 3, but we're not. Anyway, the football team plays its first night game of the 2020 season at Nippert Stadium this Friday. And that is an awesome, awesome place to watch a college football game. Nippert at night is one of the best. Unfortunately, none of us can go watch it, but we can watch it on TV. Now, the game's going to at 7:30 this Friday on ESPN2. The 6-0 Bearcats are ranked in the top 10 and are 10-1 in their last 11 night games, which includes 2 straight Friday night games Friday night wins at Nippard. Now, the Bearcats will honor their 19 seniors today, or not today, Friday. So, that'll be cool. Watch the seniors. Unfortunately, seniors can't get the big send-off like every other seniors get because, there's nobody going to the game. We're not allowed. All right, I got a couple things here. Let's see here. Crown Apple Kid, what do you got, brother? The game is on Fox this week. I have no clue why. Well, they every once in a while they'll switch. They'll switch NFC and AFC games, so the other channel can have one. And this one actually got boosted up to 4:00 because it was originally a 1:00 game. So, that's why, from what I've heard. Tony, Crown, that sucks. I hate watching NFL Fox. Why do you hate watching on Fox, Tony? I mean, I don't really. I mean, I don't have a reason not to like them. I don't know. If it's political, never mind, because I don't do politics on this. This is just a sports show. All right, Dallas. Talk about the Buckeyes. Number 3 in the country. Go, but all right, Dallas. I got something for you. I got you, boy. I got you, brother. Hold on a second. See, I've come prepared. Ohio State's Justin Fields is full throttle on his push for the Heisman Trophy. He leapfrogged the idol Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence, and the odds on the heels of his 6th touchdown performance last week against Rutgers. There you go. See, I said something about Ohio State. I like Ohio State. All right, here. Yep. All right, do that Crown area. Whoop. Nope. Go back here, Crown. Where'd you go? Tony, AFC used to be, yeah. That was true. The AFC used to be on CBS, and the NFC, or no. Well, back when I was a kid, the AFC was on NBC, and the NFC was on CBS. When I was a kid, that's the way it was. We were on NBC all the time, and then Fox bought it. All right, Tony Kemper. If Trevor doesn't win, it's rigged. You mean Trevor Lawrence? I'm assuming that's what you mean. We'll see here. Go Cats, go Buckeyes. Just do what you do. There you go, Jeremy. And Jeremy Fields is the man, period. All right, Jeremy, I got a question for you. Since this is kind of what I wanted to ask you when you're on the show, but you couldn't get on. So I ask you here. All right. Like Tony just said, Trevor Lawrence, he thinks Trevor Lawrence should win it basically no matter what. Now we still got, 4 or 5 games left to go. And Trevor hasn't played in 2 weeks. Fields has played great. He just had a six touchdown performance. So does that make, in your mind, does that make Fields leap over him since he didn't play, which it's not his fault, but the fact is he didn't play. So there's a good chance that Fields' numbers they're going to be better probably because Fields has played 2 more games than Lawrence has. So we'll see. Where are we at? Dallas. All right. Dallas, if you guys download the NFL Network app, you can watch the Bengals game for free when it's on Fox. Oh, I guess that is if you don't live here, because I live here and I can watch it on my TV. So there you go. Dallas. Yes, thank you. Go Buckeyes. You're welcome, Dallas. You're welcome. Go UV. West Virginia. West Virginia. I'm assuming. I think UVU or WVU, West Virginia. Is that who? I assume you're talking about there, Carl. And if you are, you got my boy Huggy Bear. God, I miss him. Great coach. Wish he was ours still, but I like Brandon. We're gonna be good at Brandon. All right, so there you go, Tony. Jeremy's throwing it down. He's taking Fields no matter what, basically. There you go. All right. Titus. Cincinnati Reds keep Bauer. They better throw that man a whole bunch of money, to keep him, because I think he would take them to the championship next year. I don't think I would like him to, but I don't see them spending that much money. I mean, I'm glad since Nick Castellanos has opted in, so we're not losing him, but we got to pay him the rest of his contract. So that's where I think I don't, unless Trevor wants to take less money. I mean, if Trevor, if Cole can get as much money as he got for the Yankees last year, you got the California Angels coming after him. You might have the Dodgers coming after him. I mean, these teams they give him $500 million. Reds can't touch that. So unfortunately, that's where I think. All right, Jeff. No, not political at all. Talking about the reason he doesn't like Fox. I hate the camera angles. They take too much time showing replays, and getting back to live play and much more. But I only have so many words I can type in this. There you go. All right, you got some more. Here we go. Now this is different about. Gosh, no. Trevor Lawrence. Come on, man. Trevor Bauer with the current young. I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe you're talking to somebody else, I guess. Jeremy, if I started a team, I take Fields. Really? You take Fields over Lawrence? So if you had the number one pick overall, now you say that because you're a Buckeye fan. I mean, because Lawrence is pretty freaking good. I mean, Fields is good too. Don't get me wrong, but Lawrence is pretty good. So I don't know. That's interesting. Very, very, very interesting there. Yeah, I thought so too. All right. I got it here. Carl, yeah, West Virginia. So I guess, are you from West Virginia? Or you're just a Virginia fan? Actually, when we were in the Big East with you guys, I loved playing you guys, especially when Hugs became the coach there and he came back and played us. And the football team, the football games were great. I mean, those are some fun games back in the Big East. But yeah, you guys got yourself a great coach. I love me Hugs. I love Hugs. Hopefully, like I said, John Brand, I think, has got a very good chance to be as good as Hugs, I think. Okay. Cy Young, not current Young. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. I hope Trevor Bauer, I think he's going to win it. I don't know. I mean, Darvish had a good year, but Trevor was killing it. Absolutely killing it this year. All right. Dallas, Fields deserves that crap no matter what. That man is literally the best with pinpoint accuracy. See, I think you guys are talking with your Ohio State colored glasses on, but what do I know? I've watched them both play. So if for me, I mean, you're not going to go wrong with either one of them. I mean, let's be honest. You got one and 1A. I mean, so you're not going to go wrong with either one of them. I think they're going to be the number 1 and number 2 pick in the draft. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. But if for me, I take Lawrence. But that's just me, and that's it. Crown Apple. Let's see here. There's no way the Reds get Bauer back. Yeah, I don't think so, Crown. I would love to. I was hoping so, but the amount of money. I mean, he's the biggest free agent this year. I mean, he's the one everybody wants. If you look at it that way, there ain't no way the Reds can afford him. And like I said, only chance we got, Trevor's kind of a different kind of guy, and he doesn't necessarily play for money. At least that's the way he claims. So, but it would be, it'd be a lot of money to turn down. It'd be a lot of freaking money to turn down to come play here. And I don't blame him. I'd have a hard time turning that down. Big Dork may not play. He's been added to the COVID list. Yeah, you're right, Gitlow. Yeah, I said that at the beginning, but he's not positive. He was just around somebody, so most likely he's going to play. But like I said, I'm fine with him playing. I want to beat him with him there. Bauer's going through the race, probably. Yeah, my wife would love that. She's from Tampa, so my wife would love that. But I seriously doubt that's happening. They don't sign anybody. They don't even sign their own players. So, Jake, I think you're new to the show. What's up, buddy? The mighty fighting Fickle's looking good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're looking good. And I wish we could. All you can play is the people in our conference. We're playing ECU, which, if you guys remember last year, ECU almost beat us. So they gave us a scare. We had to beat them with a field goal in overtime, or it was at the end of the game, I can't remember, but I was going nuts. I was like, because Kobe Bryant had that big pick that turned the whole game around. So yeah, I'm a huge Bearcat fan, by the way, if you can't tell. Sorry, I'm talking and trying to scroll back to where I was at. You just blew up my chat. No, sorry. Power's going to raise. All right, there you go. Tony, you're up next. Jeff, I mean Trevor Bauer for the Cy Young, not Trevor Lawrence. Okay. Trevor Bauer, Trevor Lawrence, Trevor whatever. Gotcha. Yes, Trevor Bauer for the Cy Young. We will find out tomorrow. Hopefully, he will win it. He should win it. I don't know why he wouldn't. There you go. Dallas. Yeah. Bauer would just cost. He would just cost too much. I mean, it is what it is. Sorry. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. We don't have the money. I don't think he's gonna sign with us. And it's nothing against him. It's a lot of money to turn down. All of you would take it. I'd take it. And I love the Reds, but I go play for the Yankees and or the Stankies and get paid $500 million. So yeah, I take it. Let's see your Crown 1-year contract is all he says. Yeah, that's what he says. I know. He said Trevor said that all he's going to sign is a 1-year contract. But when they offer you a 10-year, $100 million, it's hard to turn it down. So we'll see. I mean, hey, like I said, I'll be glad to be wrong. I will happily be wrong in the Red signing, but I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. If you were the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, what defense coach and offensive coach would you get to be on your squad? Ooh, well, okay. I think this guy's actually going to be a head coach this year, but hypothetically thinking, my offensive coordinator would be Eric Bieniemy. If I'm the head coach, my defensive guy. Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. I have to get back to you on that one. I can't think of. I mean, probably Nick. I like Nick Fangio. He's the head coach of Denver, but he's a really good D coordinator. Probably those two off top of my head. Those would be the guys right now that I could think of. And yeah, Crown. He won't go to the Yankees. No, I don't think he's gonna go to the Yankees. I don't think the Yankees need him. But the rumors I'm hearing is the California Angels or the Los Angeles Angels of California, or however they say their name. And then another one I'm hearing is San Diego. Those are the two rumors I heard last night. But I mean, it's rumors. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna go to the Yankees. The Mets got a new owner, so that's could be a possibility that the new owner could want to make a splash. It could be one of the big teams. I mean, like I said, if Trevor does what he said he was going to do and only sign a 1-year contract, maybe the Reds could throw a whole bunch of money at it for 1 year and go from there. But we'll see. I mean, nobody does that. And there's a reason they don't do that, because you get injured. And baseball contracts are completely guaranteed. They're the only ones that are completely guaranteed. So why would you do that to yourself? Well, like I said, he's a different kind of dude. So maybe, he has said that he wants to go on 1-year contracts. So I'm hoping he does. And maybe the Reds can throw a whole bunch of money on for 1 year. But the thing is, though, all right, I'll put it to you this way. What was the Reds' problem this year? It wasn't their pitching. Okay. You still got Bauer. You still got, or not Bauer, Maui. You still got Gray. You still got Castellanos. So you got those three. You can sign Disco back pretty cheap. So you're pitching, even if you lose Trevor Bauer, it's still going to be pretty good. The problem with the Reds was scoring runs and stuff, and consistently. But again, for me, that had nothing to do with, well, I won't say nothing to do with the players. It had a lot to do with the players, but it had more of to do with, I think, the coaching philosophy of swinging for the fences, and analytics is great and all. I think you should use analytics, but not completely base it on that. Now, the two teams that were in the World Series, they pretty much based everything on analytics, and there you go. But if you look at the Rays, they did a much better job of making contact and moving guys over. Either way, that's the biggest problem with the Reds last year, is not scoring enough and not scoring consistently enough, or scoring at all. In the playoffs, we went 22 innings and scored a zip. So that's, and I don't know how you fix it. I mean, I'm not saying, hey, go get this leadoff hitter. We had a leadoff hitter. He didn't lead off for half the year because Bell's infinite wisdom. Let's play him batting ninth. What? We signed him for a leadoff. Put him at the leadoff spot. But that's just me. I mean, we'll see what happens. That's the biggest thing I think has got to change for the Reds is it's not the pitching. Even like I said, even if we lose Trevor Bauer, we're still going to have a good pitching staff. So I want to keep Bauer, but the bigger issue is trying to figure out how to fix that offense and how to score consistently and make our defense a little better. It wasn't that great. It was okay, but not that great. All right. Let's see here. Who's up next? Jonah. With the way the Steelers played last Sunday, we could easily beat the Steelers team this Sunday. I don't know about easily. Like I said, you guys are making me be. You guys are more optimistic than I am. I'm not used to that. It comes down. It's going to come down to the line of scrimmage. You got to win on both sides of the ball. You got to win the offensive line. You got to win the defensive line. We got to get pressure on Big Dork Roethlisberger, and we got to protect Joe freaking Burrow. If we can do both those, yeah, we can win. But they got to make a huge, and I mean huge improvement upon what they did versus the Ratbirds. I mean, if you guys remember, the Ratbirds had multiple blitzers running free right up the middle of Joe. So, and the reason I'm comparing it to it because the Steelers and the Squealers and the Ratbirds have their defenses are similar. So I'm hoping they fixed it, but again, we don't even know who's going to be available on the offensive line. So we'll see. All right, hang on a second. Let me get caught back up. You guys are blowing me up again. Scroll back up. Okay, Carl. We don't need Bauer. We got Gray, Castellanos. We need to keep them too for sure. Yeah. Both of them are honestly, they're signed for a couple of years. They're signed for, I think, 2 more years. I think. Beetle, if you're out there, I know you know. You can comment and tell me. But those two are signed. And then if you can sign Disco, Disco won't cost you a whole lot to sign him. And they got Maui. There's 4 right there. And then I think we still got Wade Miley, which, he didn't do that great this year, but we'll see. Crown, I don't know what you mean. I don't think you're talking to me. Bungle Fever, what's up, brother? You always comment after the show. What's going on? Joe Brady, O coordinator, my D corner, Rex Ryan. Yeah, I think Rex is done. I think he likes being a TV guy. But yeah, Joe Brady, he was Joe freaking Burrow's coordinator at LSU. Okay, let's see here. Carl. We would have won if Aquino didn't screw up in a base run. Dude, yeah, that was bad. But we went 22 innings. It wasn't just Aquino. It was everybody. So that was the entire, and that was the whole, and the thing that drove me nuts is when we went the last, month of the season, we won 5 straight series. We were hitting, and we were hitting consistently, and we were moving guys over. And then we got in the playoffs, and our balls shrunk up. We forgot how to swing the bat. We couldn't even get on base half the time. Last game, we barely even got on base against Atlanta. So it wasn't one guy. It was the entire freaking team. They all stunk at the wrong time. All right, Titus. Another question I want to ask you is why the Cincinnati Bengals don't get a good halfback when they have had one of those. Haven't had one of those in a long time. They don't need one. You got Gio. You got Mixon. I don't think you really need one, to be honest. Okay, Dallas. Nah, don't say that. It's never going to be easy when it's the Bengals. Yeah, you're talking about an easy win. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, it's Steelers. I'll never take anything granted against the Ratbirds or the Squealers. Ain't nothing easy. You're not winning against the Titans wasn't easy. You got to do a lot. Okay, Titus, are you hearing anything about the Cincinnati Reds coaching staff being fired? Who's going to bring in as new coaches? We're not, or who we going to get in trade? Who we going to pick up? They are bringing everybody back from the coaching staff, which I can't stand. I wish they would do something. We have our president left, so Nick Kroll is our president and GM now. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do, because to me, there's David, and to be honest, I blame him on David Bell. I don't like David Bell as a manager. I love him. He's a Cincinnati guy, but I don't think these players, I don't think he can motivate them enough. And I've had people going, well, you're a professional athlete. You shouldn't need the coaches to motivate you. Dude, you're a human being. You need motivation to get up out of bed sometimes. So, I mean, yeah, they need motivation to take it out there. And they play 162 games. I know they didn't do that this year, but I don't see, like, the funny thing was David Bell the first year, he was firing and getting thrown out of 577 games or whatever it was. He got fired. He got thrown out of a ton of games. I didn't see that fire this year. I don't know if he was trying to be more calm or what, but I mean, if you ever heard his interviews, he just talks like this the entire time. We got to just do better, and we're going to swing the bat. And we're going to get better. It's okay. That doesn't motivate me for anything. I want a guy who's going, go out there and whip their ass. Forget those guys. Stuff like that, and that's my problem with Dusty Baker when he was manager for the Reds. When you had the playoff games, he's like, it's just like any other game. We'll be all right. Just stay calm. Nah, screw that. It's the playoffs, man. You lose, you go home. So yeah, I'm not a David Bell fan. So I'm not saying, hey, if I'm wrong, I'll be happy to be wrong. I got no problem with that. But yeah, they are keeping the entire coaching staff, and I don't see a whole lot changing. I mean, unless they're going to make some trades or something, because I think we're going to lose Trevor Bauer, but everybody else is going to be back. Oh, I don't think they're going to sign Tucker Barnhart. I think he's gone. I think Stevenson's going to be our number 1 or number 2 catcher moving forward. So we'll see. I don't know. It's just starting the offseason for baseball, so we'll see what happens. I think the Squealers would have blew Dallas out instead of having that a close game. It might be easy, but it's going to be a tough game. And Dallas almost beat them. So now they're back down to earth. Yeah. They almost lost, and they know they're treading on they're going places that no other Squealer team has ever gone. They are 8-0, and no team's ever been 8-0 for the Squealers. So they want to, they already set the record for the franchise. They want to keep going. So yeah, they're going to be ready for us. I'm not saying we can't win. I still think we can. We got to find out who's going to play offensive line, and we got to bring the Bengals have to play their best game of the entire season. They have to beat them. They're going to have to. All right, do that one. Sorry, Mike Kyle. What's up, Mike? Mike's another guy who joins me on. Well, he joined us on Monday for about 10 minutes, and then he had to get off. So, but he'll be back Friday. Hey, Jeff, I'm at work, but I have an update for the Bearcats against Tulsa game. It's December 4th instead of 5th, and it starts at 9 p.m. Almost at 9 a.m. 9 p.m. on ESPN. All right, cool. That's the one they had to reschedule because of the COVID stuff. So that's good to know. All right, it's already 6:30 here. I don't think I make it that long. Okay, I got a couple more here. A couple more, then I'm gonna jump off here, boys and girls. I think. Heck, let's bring back Fumble Man, aka Jeremy Hill. No, let's not bring back Jeremy Hill at all. Okay. They need to make Dallas. They need to make those key plays. They don't seem to make, but again, we will see how the line does against that great defense. This is a divisional game, guys. Don't forget. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it wasn't that long ago when we were going to 5-straight playoffs. It was the nastiest rivalry in football. So, again, I'm not saying we can't win, and I'm not saying we can. I'm saying we got a chance, but there's a lot of stuff to figure out still. I'm very nervous about the offensive line. I'm plain and simple. I'm very nervous about what's going on with that and who's going to be able to play. You know, to me, if we got Jonah Williams, I said this, I think, on multiple shows here. If we got Jonah Williams at left tackle, Spain at guard, Hopkins at center, Serafio at the other guard, and Fred Johnson at right tackle, I think we're really good. I don't know if they're all available. So that, to me, on the guys that we have on the roster right now, is the best offensive line I think we can put out there. All right, I'm going to invite you guys to Facebook groups that I help run. They are Bengals Nation, Bearcats Country, Reds Country, and Cyclones Country. And for you Ohio State fans, I invite you to join Ohio State Bucknuts. Check them out. That's a new group I just joined. I'm not an admin on it. I just told them I joined. Now, later on tonight, I'll be putting this up on the podcast. It's on BeanPod, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor, check it out. Give me a 5-star review. I would greatly appreciate it. And then you can follow me, Strawberry Ice, on all my social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check them out. YouTubers, we're getting close. 5 more people. I need 5. 5. Go find me 5 subscribers. I'll get to 700. I am at 695. It is so close. I've enjoyed that a lot. Trying to get to 700 has been a grind. I will tell you that. It's taking me longer to get there than I thought it would. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. We'll have to see how everything goes with the funeral and all that stuff. But if not, I will definitely be back on Thursday. And other than that, that's just sports, baby. See ya!